Hey, what's up, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a video review. And this one's going to be an interesting review because I'll be taking a look at fitness boxing for the Nintendo Switch. And if you're interested in any gameplay footage, I'll have a link in the description of this video below, and you could check that out as well. Excuse me. When it comes to fitness and video games, though, some of it sort of has an interesting history. I remember seeing several fitness machines with video games with fitness machines back, like when I was young, like over at like Family Fitness, which is now 24-hour Fitness. But most people will remember it during notice fitness in video games when you saw stuff like Wii Fit. This was released, I believe, back in 2007, 2008. It was sort of the whole concept of the idea of that blue ocean strategy Nintendo did during the Wii era to try to bring in it as a system being for everyone, though, which while no doubts the Wii was a success, it also came at a price because it felt like it was targeting more like, you know, the casual or like your grandma and grandpa, and not becoming this system for everyone, like as sort of the kind of way they kind of portrayed it. Though you could see how the Wii U didn't succeed because those people who carry the Wii didn't carry the Wii U. And while Wii Fit was an interesting idea and some of the workouts kind of worked, others perhaps maybe not as much as well. And so the whole Wii Fit craze kind of didn't last as long. We saw it, they also ported over to the Wii U. I don't know if that even lasted long and so forth, but Wii Fit Trainer sort of became sort of a favorite among some people, and it sort of made her appearance in Super Smash Bros. Wii and 3DS, and of course she's in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I was a little curious to see how fitness boxing, a exercise video game, was going to do on the Nintendo Switch after the whole Wii U craze, the Wii Fit craze kind of died down. And after trying it out for a bit, though, I will say that while I won't call fitness boxing the end-all, tell-all when it comes to exercising or anything like that, I will say to some degree, I kind of like this one a little bit more than I did with Wii Fit for a certain degree. So why don't we get started with our pros and cons on fitness boxing. We'll start off first with the pros. And the first pro I want to talk about is the use of the Joy-Cons. And I felt like using the Joy-Cons along with the strap-ons as well, I felt that they were very comfortable to use. And unlike using like the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck back then, when trying to do some of the punches, though, the motion controls weren't always 100% perfect. Not to mention you had like the cord, and every time you try to do a punch or something like that, sometimes you feel like the cord might hit you and all that stuff. But with the Joy-Cons, it felt very comfortable to use. Like you could do a punch and just execute it or anything like that. So as far as the use of the Joy-Cons for fitness boxing, I thought they were comfortable to use. The next thing I do want to point out for this is that you will, however, get kind of a workout with it. I did some of the workout stuff ranging from like the daily workouts to some of the some of the intense workouts with some of like doing like the boxing combos and so forth and uppercuts, though. And honestly, you actually can get a workout out of this one as well. I mean, I did find myself kind of sweating a little bit. And also, of course, drinking water to keep you hydrated and so forth. So as far as a workout goes, you will, in a way, get a workout out of with fitness boxing. And last but not least, the motion controls in the game, in my opinion, do work. Now, motion controls can be a hit and a miss, though. There are games that do use motion controls properly, like, say, Super Mario Galaxy 1 or 2, or Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. In my opinion, though, there are games that will use it properly, but there are games that unfortunately don't use it as well. As far as motion controls in the fitness boxing, I felt like the motion controls do work in this game. I was able to do sort of like the jabs, or like the quick jabs and straights in the game without really any issues with it though. So as far as motion controls go, I do feel that they certainly do work in fitness boxing. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll get to part 2 of the cons on my review of fitness boxing for the Nintendo Switch. So we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 2 of our video review of fitness boxing for the Nintendo Switch. So now that I gave you the pros, why don't we get started with the cons? And for the cons, there are 2 that I can really think of for fitness boxing, and I think some of these 2 are kind of important. Now, as I mentioned in the pros, I talked about how the motion controls do work in the game, and I still stand behind that. As far as doing like jabs or straights, it seems as though, even though I may not be 100, even though I don't think I'm 100% perfect when it comes to doing like stuff like jabs or like straights or something like that, it was still able to register me executing those moves though. That said, though, I feel as though, especially when doing other stuff like either the hook or like say like an uppercut or even trying to duck or something like that, to me it feels like the game doesn't always register some of the punches or some of the ducking. Now, it could be perhaps maybe I'm not performing the move correctly. I mean, that is a possibility. I may not be doing it right and all that stuff. Or it's possible the game isn't registering the motion controls at all. So it could be either one of those, but as far as I'm aware of based on my time with it, I found that trying to do some of the ducking or some of the punches, mostly the hooks or the uppercuts, for some reason it doesn't always register. Most of the times when I'm doing that, I'm either getting like say like an okay, or I'm accidentally like missing it, or though there were sometimes I would hit a perfect, but not all the time as well. So some of it could be me, some of it could be the game, but the game sometimes, there are times when if I feel like it doesn't register some of the punches or some of the ducking in the game. And last but not least, I do want to say, for those who are expecting maybe a full-fledged game out of this though, I'm going to have to say, you're not going to find that here. I mean, don't go in expecting like a full-fledged, like traditional style of a game. This is basically a fitness thing, like a workout. I think of it kind of like what a workout video will be. So that's really how what fitness boxing is. I mean, there are stuff you could do like unlocking things, but most of the things you're unlocking are just cosmetics or like costumes for your digital structures in the game. So there really isn't, I mean, other than that, this isn't really a full-fledged game at all. Nor do I see this like replacing going to the gym or doing other exercise. Like I don't see something like this replacing, like, say, going to like 24-hour fitness or the UFC gym or the local gym in your neighborhood or anything like that. I don't see it doing anything like that. But I could see it like, say, if it's like you have to do a quick exercise in the morning, or if it's like raining really hard, you don't want to go outside, or if like say if you're on vacation and there isn't a gym around, this could come in handy in some places if you like bring your Nintendo Switch with you though. But don't expect to see this as a full-fledged game or replacing going to the gym or any other exercises. Overall, fitness boxing is kind of an interesting type of a game, though, in a way, though. I mean, it's not a traditional game. It follows the same path similar to what Wii Fit did when that was released back during the Wii era as well. But to some degree, I find I somehow enjoy fitness boxing maybe a little bit more than Wii Fit did, though. I mean, I feel like the motion controls in the game do work. There are some hiccups in some areas with the motion controls, and again, like I said, that could be me or that could be the game as well. But for the most part, the motion controls work, and I did feel like you do get a workout out of this, though. You are able, will sweat in a way, depending on some of the exercises that you do in the game, some of the, like the punching and so forth, though. Is it going to be for everyone? Probably not. Is this going to replace going to the gym or going for like, you know, like a walk in the morning, like sometimes I do in the morning as well, depending on if something I can fit in my schedule or anything like that, or doing any other exercises or lifting weights. No, I really don't see fitness boxing doing anything like that though, but it can come in handy, like I said, if you're like on vacation, you want to do a workout and there's like not like there isn't a gym around the area or anything like that. So it does come in handy. So overall, I did enjoy fitness boxing. I think it is fun for what it is. I did like some of the stuff that they have in the game, but don't go in expecting this to be a full-fledged game or expecting this to be like it's going to replace going to the gym. That's not what it is. But my overall take with this is that I enjoyed fitness boxing, and to some degree, I think it is a little bit better than Wii Fit was. Okay, this concludes this video review or thoughts of fitness boxing for the Nintendo Switch. And again, these are my opinion. What are yours? What are your thoughts about fitness boxing on the Nintendo Switch? Have you tried it out at all? Do you think it actually works in any way? Did you enjoy it at all? Do you see this? Do you think this is better than Wii Fit ever was? Do you see this like replacing going to the gym, or do you think that's kind of pushing it maybe a little too far in any way? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think, and I hope you hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And if you do, and I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications of any new videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to, and feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do through PayPal Me or Patreon. Links will be in the description of this video. Excuse me. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good evening then. Bye!